attack against President Trump for wearing a hat that says USA on it. The group Crew, or Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, claims that it uses aggressive legal action, in-depth research, and bold communications to reduce the influence of money in politics and help foster a government that is ethical and accountable. We highlight abuses, change behavior, and lay the groundwork for new policies and approaches that encourage public officials to work for the benefit of the people, not powerful interests, it says. Although that sounds nice and good, it turns out they are just an obsessed anti-Trump group with Trump derangement syndrome. This ethic group is pissed off at President Trump for wearing a hat that says USA. Yup. As @Real Donald Trump leaves for Texas, he makes sure he's carrying the hats he's been advertising yours for just $40 on his campaign website, they wrote. They are angry at him for wearing a patriotic American hat that he also sells on his website. There is really nothing illegal or even unethical about it. However, some Twitter followers were infuriated that he would wear this hat that says U.S.A.'. I hope there's a surge in the hurricane that kills him. And I don't wish death on anyone, I just don't think he's ever getting impeached, wrote one user. Other followers let the group know just how stupid they are. You are aware he literally brings his hat with him pretty much everywhere he goes. It's been like this for 2 years lol, wrote one user. Awesome. Thanks for the link, I want to get one, but I really want an @Flotus hat. 100% want to support #MAGA, wrote another. Fox's Martha McCallum launches a brutal attack on Comey for unethical thing he was caught doing. James Comey was caught in a huge scandal that could change everything about the Hillary Clinton investigation. How's Comey going to explain this? www.wallstreetjournal.com weblink, via @Wall Street Journal tweeted Fox's Martha McCallum in response. Forgotten in all the media drama and confused White House communications of recent months was the fact that the president had several very good reasons for firing FBI Director James Comey in May. Now comes evidence of another one, writes the Wall Street Journal. James Comey was caught having written a draft of his speech letting Hillary Clinton well before he finished the investigation. As of early May 2016, the FBI had not yet interviewed Secretary Clinton. Moreover, it had yet to finish interviewing 16 other key witnesses, including Cheryl Mills, Brian Pagliano, Heather Samuelson, Justin Cooper, and John Bentel. These individuals had intimate and personal knowledge relating to Secretary Clinton's non-government server, including helping her build and administer the device, writes the Wall Street Journal. In the National Review, Andy McCarthy writes how Obama orchestrated this whole thing. The decision not to indict Hillary Clinton was not made by then FBI Director Comey. It was made by President Obama and his Justice Department, Comey's superiors, wrote McCarthy. If you want to say Comey went along for the ride rather than bucking the tide, as he concedes doing when Lynch directed him to call the Clinton probe a matter, not an investigation, that's fair. But the fact that Comey already knew in April what he would say in July has long been perfectly obvious. The Obama administration was going to follow its leader, he wrote. Fox and Friends host gives a final sad goodbye. One Fox and Friends anchor is ending his career in broadcast television forever. He gave his final sad goodbyes on a recent episode. Clayton Morris has been on TV for 18 years and now he is leaving. I've decided after 18 years in broadcast television. I didn't think I was gonna do this. That today will be my last day in television, said Morris while holding back tears. You guys have been amazing, and the staff here's just been amazing. I'm excited about this new chapter in my life. I don't think you'll ever see me on television ever again, so I'm not going anywhere else. I'm just gonna spend time with the family and focus on projects that I'm passionate about. They then played a montage of Morris' 10-year highlights at the network. Love you all. "I'll miss you all," he said. His wife Natalie Morris tweeted about his goodbye. "Watching my husband at Clayton Morris anchor his last show on Fox. I'm really proud of how he's represented himself over the last 10 years, she tweeted. Fans also showed their support. "God bless you at Clayton Morris in your new path. Sad to see you go," wrote Dan Bongino. "Best in the business. Going to miss at Clayton Morris and his dry sense of humor. Gets me every time. New exciting chapter for him and his fam," wrote Abby Huntsman. Check out his goodbye in the video below. The total annihilation of a country. Mattis slams North Korea with a brutal threat. North Korea's very dangerous nuclear missile tests have been getting more and more out of hand. Secretary of Defense General Mattis made a statement against Kim Jong-un that should leave him terrified. "Any threat to the United States or its territories, including Guam or our allies, will be met with a massive military response," started Mattis. Kim Jong-un should take heed. The United Nations Security Council's unified voice. All members unanimously agreed on the threat North Korea poses. And they remain unanimous in their commitment to the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. "Because we are not looking to the total annihilation of a country, namely, North Korea," said Mattis. President Trump responded to North Korea's nuclear tests on Twitter as well. "North Korea has conducted a major nuclear test. Their words and actions continue to be very hostile and dangerous to the United States," tweeted President Trump. "North Korea is a rogue nation which has become a great threat and embarrassment to China, which is trying to help but with little success. South Korea is finding, as I have told them, that their talk of appeasement with North Korea will not work. They only understand one thing," said President Trump. The White House also put out a statement. President Trump reaffirmed the commitment of the United States to defending our homeland, territories, and allies using the full range of diplomatic, conventional, and nuclear capabilities at our disposal, it said. "What do you think needs to be done about North Korea?" Religious liberal group attack conservatives. God supports transgenders. Conservative Christians released the Nashville Statement in order to reaffirm what Christians believe about marriage and culture. "We affirm that God has designed marriage to be a covenantal, sexual, procreative, lifelong union of one man and one woman, as husband and wife, and is meant to signify the covenant love between Christ and his bride the Church. We deny that God has designed marriage to be a homosexual, polygamous, or polyamorous relationship. We also deny that marriage is a mere human contract rather than a covenant made before God," says a part of the Nashville Statement. The religious liberal group Christians United put out a pro-gay and pro-transgender retort to the statement. "We affirm that every human being is created in the image and likeness of God and that the great diversity expressed in humanity through our wide spectrum of unique sexualities and gender identities is a perfect reflection of the magnitude of God's creative work," says Christians United. "We deny any teaching that suggests God's creative intent is limited to a gender binary or that God's desire for human romantic relationships is only to be expressed in heterosexual relationships between one man and one woman," says Christians United. "We deny that forcing individuals to embrace a gender identity that matches the cultural assumptions based on their biology is a healthy practice and that the heterosexual, male-female binary is the only consistent reflection of God's holy purposes in creation," it says. Who do you think is right? Spare me the lectures on compassion. Secret Service's Dan Bongino crushes libs over DACA. Former Secret Service agent Dan Bongino spoke out against DACA and the shocking amount of GOP congressmen who support DACA. "You can't accept an entire class of people from the rule of law," said Bongino. He attacked the liberals who think that it is cruel to hold illegals accountable. "Spare me, liberals, please, the lectures on compassion. Spare me. We are the most compassionate country on earth. If you were to do what you did in the United States and come here legally in almost any other country in the world, you'd be getting a kick in the butt out of that country the next day, said Bongi. We take in millions, millions of people of the course of decades into this great country. We support them, we do not let them fail, and we give them every avenue to succeed. So spare me the lectures on compassion, said Bongi. It's amazing how, Congress, they prioritize things. When American citizens are impacted by the devastating effects of Obamacare, we have a major storm. Where's the pressing need then? Said Bongi. Any Republican who votes for this, to institute DACA legislatively, good luck in the primary on that one. I don't think it's going to work out well for you, said Bongi.